The world is filled with extraordinary places. Corners of our planet so unique, so breathtaking, they seem to belong to another realm. Today, we embark on a journey to a string of islands cradled by turquoise waters, the Caribbean. Here, nature has sculpted wonders of immense beauty and power. We will explore 5 of its most remarkable creations. These are not just places on a map. They are living, breathing ecosystems. Our expedition will take us deep beneath the ocean's surface. It will lead us to the peaks of ancient volcanoes. We will navigate through mazes of giant water-worn boulders. We will listen to the chorus of a rainforest teeming with life. And finally, we witness a spectacle of light. Our journey begins now. We leave behind the familiar. We venture into the extraordinary. We will discover places where the earth reveals its artistic soul. The Caribbean is a treasure chest. We are about to unlock 5 of its most dazzling jewels. Prepare to be amazed. Prepare to be inspired. The wonders of the Caribbean are waiting, and their stories are ready to be told. Our first destination lies off the coast of a small Central American nation, Belize. Here, within the vibrant coral ecosystem of the Lighthouse Reef, the ocean reveals a startling feature, a perfect dark blue circle. It is a stark contrast to the shallow turquoise waters that surround it. This is the Great Blue Hole. From the air, it looks like a giant, unblinking eye staring up from the depths of the sea. This colossal marine sinkhole is over 300 meters across and plunges to a depth of 124 meters. What created such a perfect and immense formation? The story begins not in the water, but on dry land. Over 150,000 years ago, during the last ice age, sea levels were much lower. This area was a limestone cave system above the ground. Today, the Great Blue Hole is a world-renowned destination for scuba divers. They come from all corners of the globe, drawn by its mystery. Descending into its depths is like traveling back in time. Our descent begins. We slip beneath the waves, leaving the bright Caribbean sun behind. The water is warm and full of life at the rim, parrotfish, angelfish. But as we go deeper, the world changes. The light begins to fade. At around 30 meters down, the true spectacle begins. The smooth walls of the sinkhole give way to enormous ancient stalactites. These are formations that can only grow in dry caves, drip by drip, over thousands of years. Seeing them here underwater is a surreal and humbling experience. These colossal stone icicles hang from ledges, some reaching lengths of over 12 meters. They are silent witnesses to a bygone age. They tell a story of when this great chasm was a cavern open to the air, perhaps inhabited by ancient bats and other cave-dwelling creatures. We swim slowly among them, our bubbles the only sound in this silent, submerged cathedral. It feels as if we are floating through a petrified forest. The sheer scale is difficult to comprehend. As we continue our descent, the hole becomes darker and more mysterious. The water is exceptionally clear, but the lack of light creates an eerie atmosphere. Occasionally, a larger shape emerges from the gloom, a Caribbean reef shark, a bull shark. They are the guardians of this deep realm. They seem perfectly at home in the twilight zone of the hole, patrolling its ancient walls. Reaching our maximum depth, we pause and look up. From the darkness below, we can see the distant, shimmering circle of light that is the entrance. It seems a world away. We are suspended in a place that feels both ancient and alien. The Great Blue Hole is more than a dive site. It is a pilgrimage for those who seek to understand the planet's deep history. As we begin our slow ascent back towards the light, we carry with us the profound feeling of having touched another time. We travel southeast across the Caribbean Sea to the lush volcanic island of St. Lucia. As we approach from the water, 2 magnificent peaks rise dramatically from the coastline. They are like emerald daggers piercing the sky. These are the pitons, gros pitons, petit pitons. They are not merely mountains, they are volcanic plugs, the hardened, lava-filled hearts of ancient volcanoes. Over millions of years, the surrounding volcanoes eroded away, leaving only these 2 steep, majestic spires. They stand as monuments to the island's fiery origins. Gros Piton, the larger, stands at 798 meters. Petit Piton is slightly smaller but steeper at 743 meters. cloaked in dense green rainforest that tumbles to the sparkling blue sea. The contrast between vibrant green slopes and deep blue water is breathtaking. These twin peaks define St. Lucia, a symbol of natural beauty and a UNESCO World Heritage Site. The area is a mosaic of habitats. Slopes are a haven for rare plants and animals. Below the surface, submerged bases form a spectacular underwater environment. A coral reef thrives here, home to dazzling marine life. Snorkelers and divers explore steep walls that drop into the deep. Sponges, corals, sea fans. This link between land and sea makes the Pitons special. A complete world from cloud-shrouded peaks down to coral-encrusted foundations. For centuries they've inspired awe and reverence, early Arawak reverence, Carib reverence. Today they still captivate. A photographer's dream changing with light. Sunrise silhouettes, midday rugged green slopes, sunset warm golden glow, living sculptures interacting with light, interacting with clouds, interacting with the sea. They are the soul of St. Lucia. While Petit Piton is a perilous climb reserved for expert mountaineers, Gros Piton offers a challenging but manageable trail for the adventurous hiker. The journey to its summit is not for the faint of heart. It is a steep and strenuous ascent. The path winds its way through the dense rainforest that covers the mountain slopes. The air is thick with humidity and the sounds of the forest. The calls of exotic birds, like the St. Lucian parrot, echo through the trees. Local guides lead the way, sharing their knowledge of the mountain's flora and fauna. After several hours of climbing, we break through the tree line. The view that opens up is simply astounding. We are standing on the shoulder of a giant. The whole of southern St. Lucia is laid out below us like a map. The curve of the coastline, the small fishing villages, the vast expanse of the Caribbean Sea. From this vantage point, we can look across at the formidable peak of Petit Piton. The feeling of being on top of this iconic landmark, with the wind in our hair and the world at our feet, is exhilarating. To stand on the peak of Gros Piton is to stand on the very heart of St. Lucia, a heart of ancient hardened lava, now covered in a rich tapestry of life. Our journey now takes us north, to the British Virgin Islands. On the southern tip of the island of Virgin Gorda, we find a geological marvel unlike any other in the Caribbean. This is the Baths. It is a chaotic, beautiful jumble of enormous granite boulders. Some of these boulders are as large as houses. They lie strewn across a white sandy beach, forming a series of sheltered sea pools, hidden grottos and mysterious tunnels. The scene is almost otherworldly, as if a giant had carelessly tossed a handful of colossal marbles onto the shore. The origin of these boulders is fascinating. They are not volcanic, like so much of the Caribbean's geology. They are granite, an igneous rock that formed from molten magma that cooled very slowly deep beneath the Earth's surface. Over millions of years, geological uplift pushed this granite to the surface. Then, the relentless process of weathering and erosion, caused by wind, rain, and waves, sculpted the rock. The main attraction of the Baths is the trail that winds through the heart of the boulder field. It leads from the main beach to the secluded and equally beautiful Devil's Bay. This is not a simple path. It requires scrambling over rocks, wading through shallow pools of crystal-clear water, and ducking through low-hanging stone arches. Sunlight filters down through the gaps between the boulders, creating dramatic shafts of light that illuminate the grottos. The water inside these hidden pools is calm and inviting, its turquoise color glowing in the reflected light. It is a magical, almost mystical experience. Exploring the Baths feels like stepping into a fantasy world. Every turn reveals a new, spectacular formation, a hidden chamber, a secret pool, a narrow passage leading back to the bright sunshine of the beach. It is a place that sparks the imagination of both children and adults. One can easily spend hours here, climbing, swimming, and simply marveling at the sheer improbability of it all. One of the most famous spots within the Baths is the Cathedral Room. This is a small hidden grotto where the boulders form a high vaulted roof, much like that of a church. A pool of clear water covers the sandy floor. A beam of sunlight shines through a gap at the very top, illuminating the space like a natural spotlight. The effect is breathtakingly beautiful and serene. It is a quiet, contemplative space in the heart of the labyrinth. It makes you feel small and humbled by the grandeur of these ancient rocks. It is a moment of pure natural magic. Finally, we emerge from the last dark passage into the dazzling brightness of Devil's Bay. This secluded cove is a stunning crescent of pure white sand, lapped by calm turquoise water. It is framed by more of the giant granite boulders. After the cool shade of the grottos, the warmth of the sun and the beauty of the open beach are a spectacular contrast. Here we can swim, snorkel, or simply lie on the sand and gaze back at the incredible jumble of rocks we have just navigated. The baths are a complete sensory journey from shadow to light, from enclosure to openness, from mystery to magnificent revelation. Our adventure now takes us to the island of Puerto Rico. Here in the Sierra de Luquillo Mountains lies a treasure of a different kind, El Yunque National Forest. It is the only tropical rainforest in the United States National Forest System. This is a world of perpetual green, a place of staggering biodiversity where the air is heavy with moisture and the sounds of life are everywhere. Spanning over 28,000 acres, El Yunque is a sanctuary of lush vegetation, cascading waterfalls and unique wildlife. El Yunque is not just a forest, it is a cloud forest. The mountain peaks are often shrouded in mist, as clouds moving in from the Atlantic Ocean are forced upwards. This constant moisture is the lifeblood of the forest. It nourishes the dense canopy of trees, the giant ferns, and the thousands of species of plants that thrive here. The forest receives an incredible amount of rainfall, over 200 inches a year in some parts. This abundance of water creates a landscape defined by rivers, streams, and countless waterfalls that tumble down the mountainsides. What makes El Yunque particularly special is its unique collection of flora and fauna. Because of its isolation as an island ecosystem, many of the species found here are endemic, meaning they exist nowhere else on Earth. This includes several types of orchids, giant tree ferns, and a variety of rare birds. The forest is famously home to the critically endangered Puerto Rican parrot. It is also known for a tiny tree frog whose distinctive call is a symbol of the island, the coqui frog. As dusk falls, the forest comes alive with its two-note song, coqui, coqui. For centuries, this forest has been a place of great spiritual significance. The indigenous Taino people believed that their benevolent god, Yukiyu, lived on the highest mountain peak, protecting them from the god of hurricanes. They called the mountain Yucca, meaning white lands, because of the clouds that perpetually cover its summit. The name El Yunque is a Spanish derivation of this Taino word. Visiting the forest today, it is easy to understand why it was considered a sacred place. There is a palpable sense of peace, power, and ancient mystery in the misty green depths of El Yunque. We enter the forest and immediately the world transforms. A dense canopy of green closes in above us, filtering the bright Caribbean sun into a soft emerald light. The sound is the first thing one notices. It is a symphony, a constant chorus of insect calls, bird songs, the ever-present chirping of the coqui frog, even during the day. This is the voice of the rainforest, a complex, beautiful orchestration. It is both exhilarating and deeply calming. We follow a well-maintained trail winding deeper into the forest. Giant tree ferns, fronds arching over the path. Prehistoric, primeval atmosphere. Brightly coloured flowers, heliconias, wild gingers. Every leaf, every branch teeming with life. Mosses, lichens, bromeliads clinging to the tree trunks, creating miniature ecosystems of their own. Our path leads us to Lamina Falls. We can hear the roar of the water long before we see it. The waterfall cascades over a rocky cliff, plunging more than 35 feet into a crystal-clear pool below. The sight is mesmerizing. The powerful rush of water, the fine mist that fills the air, and the lush greenery that frames the scene create a perfect picture of tropical paradise. Adventurous visitors can take a refreshing, if chilly, swim in the pool at the base of the falls. It is an invigorating experience, a direct connection with the pure, life-giving water of the forest. From the Yokahu Tower, an observation tower that rises above the canopy, the view is breathtaking. We see a seemingly endless expanse of rolling green hills shrouded in mist, stretching all the way to the blue line of the distant ocean. It is a powerful reminder of the beauty and importance of this incredible rainforest. For our final wonder, we journey to a small island just east of Puerto Rico, Vieques. Here, we will witness a wonder of microscopic life that creates a spectacle of cosmic proportions. We are here to experience the bioluminescent bays. Vieques is home to Mosquito Bay, which is officially recognized as the brightest and most magical bioluminescent bay in the world. By day, it is an unassuming body of water, but by night it transforms into a liquid galaxy, shimmering with ethereal light. This magical glow is created by living organisms. The bay is filled with an incredibly high concentration of a specific type of dinoflagellate, a single-celled plankton called Pyridinium bahamense. The name literally means whirling fire. These tiny creatures have the ability to produce light through a chemical reaction when they are disturbed. It is a defense mechanism, a flash of light designed to startle a predator. In Mosquito Bay, there are as many as 700,000 of these tiny organisms in every single gallon of water. This extraordinary density is what makes the bay glow so brightly. To experience this phenomenon, we must wait for the sun to set and the moon to be hidden. We paddle out into the middle of the bay in kayaks, under a star-filled sky. The water is dark and still. At first, we see nothing, but then we dip a paddle into the water. The effect is instantaneous and utterly magical. The water around the paddle explodes in a trail of brilliant neon blue-green light. Every movement creates a new burst of luminescence. We run our hands through the water. Our fingers leave glowing trails like shooting stars in a liquid universe. Fish swimming beneath our kayaks become glowing torpedoes, their movements traced in light. The splashes from our paddles become showers of glittering sparks. If it rains, each raindrop hitting the surface creates its own tiny flash, making the entire bay shimmer as if it were covered in diamonds. It is a silent, surreal, and profoundly beautiful experience. It feels like we are floating in a sea of stars. This is not technology or magic in the traditional sense. It is the pure, unadulterated magic of biology, a spectacle created by millions of the tiniest living lights. Paddling through Mosquito Bay is a humbling and transformative experience. It connects us to the intricate and often invisible wonders of the natural world. Our journey through the Caribbean has come to an end. We've descended into the ancient, silent depths of the Great Blue Hole. We have stood atop the majestic green peaks of the Pitons. We've navigated the stony, sun-dappled labyrinth of the Baths. We have listened to the vibrant, living symphony of the El Yunque rainforest, and we've floated in a sea of liquid light in the bioluminescent bays of Vieques. Each wonder has told us a different story, a story of geological power, of patient erosion, of incredible biodiversity, and of the microscopic magic that underpins life. These 5 wonders are but a glimpse of what the Caribbean has to offer. This region is a tapestry woven with threads of vibrant culture, rich history, and unparalleled natural beauty. It is a place that invites you to slow down, to look closer, and to feel a deeper connection with the world around you. It is a reminder that our planet is filled with places that can inspire awe, spark curiosity, and fill us with a profound sense of joy. The sun, the sea, the mountains and the forests are all waiting. So let this be an invitation to seek out your own adventure, to explore these wonders for yourself, or to discover the hidden gems in your own corner of the world. The spirit of exploration is a fundamental part of what it means to be human. Go and see the mountains. Go and swim in the sea. Go and listen to the forest. Go and witness the magic. The world is full of wonders, and they are waiting to share their stories with you. The Caribbean is just the beginning. The adventure is out there. If you enjoyed this journey, please like and subscribe for more adventures.